So as it turns out, I might have kinda annoyed a couple people with my take on the Ahsoka trailer. So I thought it would be funny if we read through those comments together and see if there's any validity to what people are saying. Travis McGreat says, I live for nostalgia. I'd be happy if all Star Wars and Star Trek media was pure fan service. Laughing emojis. Rakiraku6330 says, it might not be good, but it makes me happy. And you know what? That's totally valid. Mouse Metal says, why do people keep calling the Filoniverse the Mandoverse? Mando was pushed out of his own story in favor of Filoni's garbage pseudo character Boo Karen, who was a villain. Does he mean Bo-Katan? Is that what he's on about? There is no place for cool male heroes in Filoniverse because he is an in-cell in denial who hates strong men and feminine women. His animated shows prove what a wokester he is. The more creative control he has, the worse these shows were. The Clone Wars is overrated. Damn, you guys were annoyed at my take. This guy's slandering the Clone Wars. Come on. Partially woke, but tolerable. Rebels is a Mary Sue fest of epic proportions. A woker, wow, he's getting clever with the wordplay, will be even worse. It only exists to replace the OT characters in their story. The real Thrawn trilogy. Is that what the original trilogy is? The Thrawn trilogy? Has anyone ever referred to it as that ever? It is nothing more than glorified fanfiction. Okay, couple things to unpack here. Here's a clip of the woke Clone Wars that you're talking about.
Everything you wanted to know yet?
No, wait. I want to see how it works.
I don't think Luminara wants to see how it works.
No, I don't.
Come now, the nose or the ear, which do you think will enter?
I think the nose.
So, yeah, that doesn't really scream feminist to me, I'll be honest. Rebels being a Mary Sue fest is literally the least of its problems. I was thinking more along the lines of an extremely hateable protagonist, terrible comic relief, bad animation, bad storylines. Rebels has nearly everything wrong with it that I can't even consider whether your point is valid. It's concerning to me that this is the kind of person who agrees with my video, because he clearly misinterpreted everything I said. So, full disclosure, this is not at all what I was talking about in my video, and if this is what you came away with, you probably need to watch it again. I don't want to something channel says, wow, totally non-biased, can't live without Revan being able to tap the verse and not have reality warpers who can't accept that Disney can do good and bad things. Genuinely though, please wait for the show to come out. This is a bit of a through line in these comments that are mad at me, thinking that I really like expanded universe stuff. I don't like expanded universe stuff, except for maybe like The Force Unleashed. Does that count? That used to be canon, but now it's not, so I guess it's extended universe, whatever. I'm not saying extended universe is better, because I don't even pay attention to most of it. Oroville says, I agree, and me and my wife argued about it. I'm Puerto Rican, Rosario Dawson is Puerto Rican, but I think she looks horrible as Ahsoka. Her nose is weird, her nostrils are a bit off, and yes, her head custom is awful. Melted ice cream, lol, good one. Still, I agree she is a downgraded Ahsoka. Sorry, just my opinion. Okay, I didn't think I was gonna have to talk about this, but sure. I'm talking about her costume design more than I'm talking about how she looks. I mean, she's f***ing orange. It doesn't matter what she looks like, really. I made the joke about her eyes being far apart because I'm childish and it makes me laugh. Costume design, specifically her hair, is what looks terrible. General Killerman says, are you going to watch? I'm probably gonna do a review of it. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Star Wars Fanatic says, then don't watch it, but you will. I don't think I can take anyone seriously that calls Ahsoka's tendrils hair, in quotation marks. Hope the hate train gives you the ride you're looking for. This is a bit of a loaded comment. I also called Ahsoka's species the Star Wars monster lady. Felt like something that was easier to critique me on than the hair thing, but whatever. Lucas Ferreria is very angry about my Rebels take. This guy called Rebels one of the worst pieces of Star Wars media ever created and said that the only thing that Rosario gives us to Ahsoka is that fact her eyes are far apart. If you knew anything about Star Wars, you would understand why this show actually has a very high probability of being good. But hey, I guess to ask you to be reasonable is a stretch. This comment is fantastic because not only does he tell me that I'm wrong for being skeptical, he doesn't actually tell me why the show will be good or anything which would give him the indication that it's going to be good. We've got another woke comment here. Disney with their wokeness BS have brought Star Wars down. I don't understand this argument. What about Ahsoka makes her a Mary Sue? I mean, Clone Wars is filled with her getting her ass kicked almost constantly. Rebels, she loses when she fights Vader. In the Mandoverse, she barely won a fight against a person who was not force sensitive and all they had was a stick. It doesn't really feel very Mary Sue to me, but what do I know? I can tell you hate Rebels. People are fans of the Filoniverse. This is for them. If you don't like it, good. You can leave and stop making Star Wars content. You're getting the 3 dots. I don't know what the 3 dots are. Should I be scared? The idea of this being for only fans of the Filoniverse, whatever that is very strange to me. I feel like the Ahsoka show would be for fans of Ahsoka. Am I wrong? And I personally consider myself a fan of Ahsoka. I like almost all of her appearances in Star Wars media outside of live action. Volt just says they ruined Sabine with a crying smiley face. Star Wars fan hits me with a double comment saying, I bet you're fun at parties, and then likes his own comment. And then a follow-up comment that says, not a real Star Wars fan, just a EU fanboy. The not a real Star Wars fan is completely valid because honestly, I don't know if I can call myself a Star Wars fan when these are all the Star Wars movies. These are the Star Wars movies that are fun to watch. And these are the Star Wars movies that I would consider to be good movies. So, you know, you tell me if I'm a Star Wars fan. Feel free to shout at me in the comments. I do read those. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.